Happy Friday and welcome to Smell the Coffee. A day after Namibia celebrated its 34th birthday, you are joined by Diana Master and Aina Raizakoya. We do hope your Independence Day celebrations were fun, lively, and of course you showed a united front.
And you ate some good food.
Amen, and drank some good beer.
Yeah, never
some good
forget
alcohol.
That food plate.
Yeah,
Oh,
with the salads.
yes.
Yeah, and the meat. Oh, wow. Yeah,
oxtail.
Yo.
Yeah,
I know.
Oh, let's not get hungry
Ah,
so
let's
early
not
in
get
the
so
morning.
early. Yeah, man. What did you do for Independence?
No, I just slept in. I watched my favorites. You know, I'm a trash TV girl.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I watched
Yeah.
The Mummy Club and I watched The Real Housewives of Durban. Yo, I need to put you on those two.
Okay.
Like the drama is always drama-ring.
Trust.
I don't even know if that's
The
a word.
drama is top tier.
But like it's good entertainment,
Okay.
premium entertainment. You need to watch.
All right. I
Yeah.
think I might indulge.
You should.
I'm a K-drama girly. Yeah, but you know, I'm always looking to expand my horizons.
Yes.
Exactly. But yeah, man, we will be right back after the short ad break as we get into our top stories.
Attention kids, we have some exciting news for you. We are back and this year we are planning on going big. So listen up. If you are in grade 3, grade 2, grade 1 or pre-primary, we are bringing your free school workbooks to you soon. This is all you need to know about where you can find your books. Books will be available for free in Republican street sale newspapers and all Namibian Sun newspapers. And for all pre-primary kids out there, your books will be delivered to your school in all 14 regions of Namibia. And there's more. Pre-primary books will also be printed in 9 different languages. Check out when your book will be available from the schedule right here. That's not all. Our free online school is there to help you along the way with video lessons and more books to download. You can also follow along on NTV every Monday to Friday from 9:30 to 11:30 for your daily online school lesson. We thank all our sponsors who are helping to build a brighter future for Namibia. Contact us at info@acdtrust.com and follow us on Instagram.
Now, in the first of our top stories, you will not believe what children are sniffing to get high.
Oh no.
Yes, and it's right under their parents' noses. A Georgia mom whipped up a fragrant frenzy on social media this week after warning parents in a now viral video that their teens have found a peculiar new way to get high by sniffing nutmeg. The woman, who goes by the name Lakeview Living on TikTok, ignited the controversy after speaking with a teacher who related the issues that schools in their area are experiencing with the everyday baking ingredient. The Daily Dot reported, "What's in the pumpkin spice?" A Georgia mom, now the woman, said that an area school recently had conducted a backpack check during which teachers found bottles of nutmeg in a couple of students' bags. Apparently, the school's resource officer overheard the conversation and asked which students had the nutmeg in their bags. He later found the students in their classrooms and confiscated the nutmeg, and the students got suspended. You know why they're all suspended? Because these flippant teenagers have figured out you can use nutmeg to get high, she explained. Y'all can't get your homework done, but you can figure out how to get high off of nutmeg. Make it make sense, she roasted the students.
Wow. I didn't know nutmeg was multi-purpose.
It being multi-purpose. Multi-purpose, Chumi.
Multi-purpose.
But that's the thing, hey. I find it fun. Like, what were you doing in the first place for you to discover that you can get high off of nutmeg?
I think our children are getting smarter and smarter by
And the
day.
internet.
Yeah.
And the internet, because
You can-
everything is so easily accessible. It's at the tip of our
You
fingertips.
can
like
literally research anything and
Yes.
everything. Yeah.
Do you know in Zimbabwe there was a time when teenagers were getting high off of used diapers? Yeah.
Diapers.
Yes.
That is the wildest thing
Yes,
ever.
we reported on it on Africa Good Morning. This was sometime last year, I think early last year. If not early last year, it was towards the end of 2022. Yeah.
Oh no, sweetie.
They would literally go dumpster diving, get diapers, open up, and then you know that material that's in diapers that absorbs the pee and whatnot. Yeah, and then I think they'd sniff that, or I don't know, I don't remember how they used to do it. I think they maybe cook it or something,
That's ridiculous.
and then they'd
Ew.
get high.
Diapers with what?
With pee, I guess. Like used diapers.
Yo.
Yeah.
Um,
It's weird how people find the most bizarre ways to get high. Even that person that found out you can get high from licking a frog. I just want to know, what were you doing? Like I just want to know. People can get high off of toads.
People are like so. People have curious minds, I guess.
But like you see a toad and you're like, I wonder what would happen if I lick it. Oh my goodness, I got high.
Yeah.
People are just, I would understand with mushrooms, okay? People that get high off of mushrooms, cool. Maybe they cooked it one day and then they felt a weird type of sensation. But things like frogs, diapers, nutmeg. Nutmeg is an everyday spice. How do you curb that? Because literally, even in my pantry right now, I have nutmeg.
No. Yo.
I'm gonna go experiment.
I think, no, don't do it. Don't try this at home. Do not try this at home
I'm like,
or
how?
at school or anywhere.
Don't try it lest you die.
I remember this, don't try it anyway, just reminds me of the days of when I used to be obsessed with wrestling.
Oh my goodness.
And then at the end it would say, don't try this at home. And immediately me and my friends would
You're
try
trying it at
At home.
Yes. Don't try this at home or at school.
Or anywhere.
Or anywhere. These acts are conducted by highly trained professionals.
Yeah.
It's like, Imagine how devastated you were when you found out that wrestling was just acting.
Bruh. Like, I invested so much time in
much
wrestling. I invested time and emotion. Like, no,
Who was
it
your
was
favorite wrestler?
unhealthy. I used to love Randy Orton.
Uh-huh.
I
Oh,
used-
Randy Orton was always a favorite.
I used to love John Cena.
Yes.
I absolutely used to hate Vicky. You remember the Vicky lady? Oh, I used to hate her. Like, yo, guys. Nah, I invested a lot of emotion. And later I learned this is actually fake. I was
Yes.
like, no, man.
And then when I asked, because you still find grown men that watch wrestling, I was like, so why do you watch it knowing that this is all acting? And that person said to me, it's kind of like how you watch movies knowing it's acting. I'm like, oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry I asked.
Okay, but I also like the Bella twins now.
Oh, the Bella twins,
I
yes.
used to love them in wrestling.
I was scared of The Undertaker. The Undertaker
Yeah,
scared
but the
me.
Undertaker brought entertainment.
Oh, but I used to be so scared.
And then once
there was
upon a
also-
time he was dead, and then he came
then
back
he
to
came-
life.
Oh, no, like, oh my goodness. And then there was also Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, loved him.
Oh my goodness, guys, wrestling. I miss those days.
I
when we were
also
so
do.
young, carefree.
We had like a really, really good childhood.
We did.
But we will talk more about our childhood during commercial break. Moving over to our next story. New artificial intelligence cameras are set to be installed on motorways to catch litters of louds red-handed. High-tech AI camera will be put in place in laybys in the coming week as part of a trial to detect littering drivers and issue them with fines up to 100. The cameras will be able to scan the area to spot people throwing rubbish out of their vehicles and automatically send images to an enforcement control room. It marks a significant change from the current process whereby enforcement officers have to go through hours and hours of traditional CCTV footage to identify offenders. Under the new AI system, the control room will review images immediately and issue a fixed penalty charge to persons registered to the number plate.
So wait, where are these cameras?
In the UK.
Like, no, like, are they just in the street?
Yeah,
or where?
yeah,
Okay.
along the roads.
Oh,
Yeah, along the highways,
nice.
the streets. Yeah.
Nice. This is groundbreaking technology. This
It
goes back
is.
to what I was saying, that AI can be a very useful and a very beneficial tool when used right.
But my problem with this is that they are saying that the cameras will detect the number plate. Let's say it's my car. I'm driving. You are a passenger, and you throw out your Coke bottle.
But why
now
you
I
throwing
have
out?
to pay. I have to pay the fine.
Yes.
But sometimes I didn't even see you littering.
Then you must not carry people in your car. You must just. The UK has actually really, really strict laws. You know that no one can just drive your car. Like, I can't just come to him and be like, Chami, can I borrow your car? No, that is actually illegal. You have to go and register and say, okay, this is the car. Diana, Aina, Esther, drive this car.
Okay.
If anyone else comes and drives that car, if anything happens and they catch you, it's either a straight fine or I think even like prison. Like, they're very strict about that.
Oh no, they're too strict.
They are very, very strict. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, I didn't know. Yeah, but I like this new system because honestly speaking, I don't know, I grew up being terrified to litter.
Yeah.
I was so terrified to throw out things out of the car because my dad was very strict about that. You could not just throw out things out of the car. So like even now as a grown up, I get to a country where people just, they just throw out. I'm like, y'all can do that? You can do that?
I just remember also being told all the time, keep Namibia clean. So every time I want to throw out something out of the window, that statement comes to me. For
me, I was always threatened. Clean. Like, I would be told you would go to prison. Do not litter. Don't throw anything out the window. And even now with my little sister, I'd walk around with her. We'd be walking around and then she'd see maybe like just a random piece of paper or whatever. She'd pick it up and then she'd be like, I'll go throw this at home in the bin. I'm like,
what?
No, she was very iffy about that. She was
very
she is very iffy about that. Like, if you guys are walking and it's a very clean street and then there's just like a random
paper
like an ice cream paper or whatever, she'll pick it up and then she'd walk the whole way home with it and then go put it in the bin. I'm just like, you're so strange. Which is weird because at home she never actually liked touching the bin because she's a germaphobe. I'm like, how does your germophobia work?
Yeah.
Because you can pick up this thing that's randomly in the street, but you don't want to go touch the bin at home?
At home, yeah.
Make it make sense. Yeah, but it is what it is. Now, after the break, we are talking to a brain tumor survivor and how she managed to stay positive in the face of adversity. Stay tuned.
Those who continuously fight for themselves are the true winners of their own race. Today we are joined by Jody Maton. She is a survivor of a brain tumor and she will be here talking to us about her story. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Tell us a little bit about yourself and the things that you're passionate about.
Okay, hi, my name is Jody Maton. I'm 18 years old. I'm the second eldest of 3 siblings. I'm really passionate about God, about my studies. Yeah.
Okay, and then can you share with us the moment you found out about your diagnosis? How did you and your family cope with that information, or with that news rather?
On the 4th of November, I had a seizure. This occurred during my sleep. The 5th, I got sent for an MRI and a CT scan. This showed that I had a meningioma brain tumor. I was in disbelief at first because it felt like I was staring death right in the face. I had a lot of questions as to why that had to happen to me. My family were also in shock because I had an older brother whose brain got hurt during the birth-giving process, so for them it felt like deja vu. And he passed away 2 years later, so they had that fear of me passing away too. Yeah.
Oh wow, what a touching story. And then how did this affect your daily life, what are some of the challenges that you were facing and you and your family?
After I found out about my tumor, they immediately suggested surgery. So I spent most of the time in the hospital. It didn't really affect my daily life because, yeah, like I said, I immediately had to get surgery. So it wasn't like when I found out about the ordeal, I had to live with it for months or years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then what kind of treatments did you undergo, seeing that you mentioned that you went to surgery? After surgery, what type of other treatments then? And also, how did you manage to just be a positive young lady after having undergone surgery, after finding out, you know, that you've been diagnosed? How did you just keep your energy going and not believe the fearful thoughts that you could possibly die?
Okay, they put me on Epitech. It controls my seizures because I can still get seizures. How I remained positive. At first I wasn't positive at all because I felt that God had left me alone, and why did it have to happen to me? Why did I do so wrong? And that caused my condition to deteriorate a bit, like my sugar levels and iron levels dropped heavily. Then one day I read Romans 8 verse 31, which says, if God is for us, who or what can be against us? And I started praying non-stop, and I told God that I can do nothing about the situation that I'm in. It's not in my hands. I'm not in control. Only He can heal me. Not even the doctors or anything can heal me, because at the end of the day, it still depends on Him. So after I did that, I started reading my Bible and praying and all of that, and that helped me to stay positive.
It seems as though you had a lot of support during this, from the moment you were diagnosed up until when you went to surgery, and during.
Came and visited me, and they told me that this is not the end of the road, it's merely just a bump in the road. My family and friends brought me flowers, and they also encouraged me, and they told me that this is just a mountain that I still have to climb, but I will get on the other side. So yeah, even from strangers,
Then
my perspective definitely changed in life. I realized that every day is merely a blessing, and that you should always expect something to happen to you, because I would have never thought that I would be diagnosed with a brain tumor. I would always say it could never be me. And then God showed me, yes, it can in fact be you. So advice I would give to someone that is facing a similar challenge or other health conditions is that I know at the moment it may feel that God has given up on you and you're in this battle alone. But I always told myself that God would never place me in a situation that He didn't know I was strong enough to handle.
Yeah.
It's because He knew I was strong enough to handle my brain tumor that He placed me in that situation. So we should never feel that God left us alone, because there's a Bible verse, John 13 verse 7, which says, we may not understand why God is doing this today, but someday we will. So I would encourage them to remain positive and to know that God is by their side. They're not alone in this battle, and they will overcome it, because if He could do it for me, He can also do it for them.
Beautiful advice, very, very solid, and I think that one can use it for anything in life, any other challenge in life, not only health challenges. Okay, let's speak about lighter things, and on a positive note, talk to us about your hobbies and the things that you enjoy doing.
Okay, after my brain tumor, I decided that God showed me that like every day is merely just a blessing, so I had to live life to the fullest. I'm an introvert, so I didn't really like to go out. Now I go out more. I also started gymming, and yeah, those are basically my hobbies.
Everyone to take. And then in our next question, how do you then handle
It can growing, and yeah, it can go back. So there's still that fear of it growing back. But when I have anxiety and fear for the worst, I always pray because like I said, it's not in my hands. And if it so happens that my tumor does grow back, then I will just face it again that time, because this time I know God is with me, so I don't have to fear anything. Yeah.
Okay. And then what role has the education played in your life during the diagnosis?
So when I found out about my brain tumor, I was busy with my GP and to finish my exams in this year. Yeah.
Is this grade 12 exams?
Grade 12, yeah.
Okay. No, you will definitely finish, and you will finish strong. Jody, thank you very much for your mental resilience. Your story has really touched me, and it has inspired me to, you know, do and become and be better for myself and for my community. You've also, if there's anything that you've taught me today, is that the race is not to the swift, the battle is not to the strong, but time and chance will happen to any one of us, and it's up to us to take a stand and to really mentally be ready in our communities and in your friends and loved ones' family.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We will be right back. Stay with us. Smell the coffee.
For more information, contact.
Well, we've come to the end of today's edition of Smell the Coffee. Until Monday, it's all our love and all our light. Please be the change that you want to see. As cliche as that sounds, it's definitely necessary.
Yes, it's definitely very, very true. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. As Michael Jackson said, if you want to make the change, take a look at yourself and then make that change. From Diana Master and Aina Raizaquea, we'll be seeing you again tomorrow, Saturday, and then of course on Monday, same time, same place.